Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into the channel. My name is Brent, and in today's video we are going to be taking a look at a brand new dungeon we are adding into this world. So we do have two dungeons now. We're adding a tree dungeon in the open world. This just means that any player will be able to find it in the open world or teleport to it and reset it and complete it as they wish. So without further ado, if you are brand new to my channel, definitely go down below, hit the red button to subscribe, make it gray, hit the bell to be notified every time we release a brand new video, and of course give this video a thumbs up, make it blue, and let's go ahead and get into the video. So right ahead of me, I have started creating a server, or not a server, I started creating a dungeon. Eventually this will be a much taller tree and bigger, that way it'll kind of stand out from everything else around it. I wanted to build this right in the center of the field. You know, when I found this tree, it was there, and I want to make it bigger so it stands out. But right now, I'm using a 42 by 42 border around this thing. That way, you know when you enter this zone, it's a region that is protected. Whenever I'm making a dungeon, I set up a region, usually a 42 by 42 blocks, and then I take over the entire block until I'm finished building, and then I will region lock the specific portion and allow players to break specific blocks within the dungeon, such as chests, spawners, and other needed items as needed. And you know, they're able to open chests, collect loot, beat monsters, all that fun jazz. So let's go ahead and check a look at the dungeon. I completed the first level of this dungeon, but I haven't completed the bottom half. So I did kind of put out some candles to kind of, you know, mark the design and the layout, how many spaces were in each direction. That's my method of counting, is to use candles. So let's go ahead and start off looking at down the corridor. That's a candle hanging in midair. So a few of these corridors are just going to be simple, easy, you know, rush down, beat down some monsters, collect some loot, and generally it's going to be some pretty easy loot on the top floor. This is just my makeshift items that I've been kind of using to build within this area. Then we have another little corridor here with a little sneaky area where I'm going to put probably some loot that doesn't really, that was not what I wanted to do, but that looks, going to refurbish some of these blocks, and that just looks tacky with two of them of the same kind right next to each other, so let's do that. Okay, so just a few different, I was using World Edit to copy the design and kind of paste it around the blocks. It's pretty much, this isn't completed yet. So this is the top portion. It's just a really easy 4 corridors. There's a couple little hidden areas in the sides, but outside of that, that's the top level. Pretty easy. We'll be able to just kind of rush down here. There'll be just mainly zombies and stuff here on the topper level. And then on the bottom level, so as you explore down further down into the dungeon, let's go ahead and have a night vision potion. You'll be traveling down a little bit deeper into the dungeon. These green blocks I've kind of set up as spawns. There'll be spawners eventually, where they just kind of spawn monsters as you're working your way down. And let's go ahead and go to chat settings. Chat. Let's go ahead and do that for the time being. I don't want to have any distractions at the time. Now I've only made makeshift pathways. So these are pathways. They'll eventually be 3 by 3 on the path leading in, 3 up, you know, headspace of 3, with the 4th being the cover. So I made a few different paths here. So the player will be able to come down the staircase, go down almost to the bottom level, have a split here. We'll be able to choose either the left path or the right path, and depending on where they go. So there's going to be a shared wall over this way, and they kind of make their way around, beating some monsters along the way. There'll be some loot, you know, at these corners. So this is sort of like the 4th level. So the 4th level, the way that I build corridors, it's always 3 blocks width. So as you're having your players barrel down a path, it's about 3 blocks of width, and then the walls being the 4th on both sides, sort of like that. and then on the fourth on top, it's always where it connects. So that'll just be a corridor there leading into, you know, that way over there. So this will all be kind of built up and designed, and then as they're kind of fighting their way deeper into this dungeon, there will be some lower levels. There'll be some areas here where they'll just be able to find, you know, be a spawn. I kind of put it far away from the other spawn points I thought I would have, and have a little treasure chest in the back. There'll be some lower level. So as you explore down this way, you'll have a little staircase down to explore down here. I don't know if I'll use the lower area down here to kind of add more. I don't want to make them too, you know, stacks too much stuff within the area, because spawners, if you have any player within 16 blocks of a spawner, they tend to spawn quite a bit of monsters, and so they'll be able to fight along a pathway here. And you know, if they've already explored over that way, they can just continue on this way. Eventually what they'll find is that this pathway actually would lead up to a middle floor in between the bottom floor and the top floor, and this is where sort of the end dungeon will be. Some of the better loot will be, you know, once they fight through the higher level spawners, the spawners with better mobs in them, and make their way over this way. So there'll be a couple different areas where they'll be able to, this will be sort of the end level area here. So that is pretty much the whole level design. Again, I only built it with brick and moss at the moment. Eventually I'll have all the corridors, you know, up and textured out, and then I'll go ahead and use my little texture blocks here that I have to kind of give it a feel there of randomness in, you know, a dungeon. And then of course everything is within bedrock, so everything is sort of kind of hidden and away from players. They won't be able to break in. Everything has world guard and protection anyways, so there won't be any issues with this dungeon. And just like the other dungeons, players will just be able to manually reset it using a chest outside. And that is pretty much it. So let me know down in the comment section below, what do you think of this dungeon? You know, would you like another video of a follow-up on once this dungeon's complete? I think we'll make a video of it, you know, once it's 100% complete. We'll do a video of going through the dungeon, seeing the difficulty of it. Maybe the other ones, while they're marked hard, are nowhere near as hard as these ones. So that is basically it for today's video. Let me know down in the comment section below, what servers are your favorite servers to play on? Why do you like playing on those servers? You know, do you play on survival, skyblocks, creative, or, you know, what's your flavor of Minecraft servers? Let me know down in the comment section below. Of course, if you are brand new to my channel, have not yet subscribed, go down below, hit the red button to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell to be notified every time we release a brand new video, and of course give this video a thumbs up, make it blue, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you all for tuning in. Bye bye.